I grew up in the suburb of Earlwood, which was a lower middle-class suburb of Sydney. It was full of Smiths and Kellys and McDonalds. There was one Jewish boy at Earlwood Primary School, which I attended, Ben Cohen. It wasn't until I got to university that I acquired friends or became friends, very deep and close friends, with people of a Jewish faith or background. And some of them, of course, have remained my dearest and closest friends to this day. I would grow to learn and understand both at Sunday school, church, and at high school, that really the moral title deeds of Australia are constituted in the Judeo-Christian ethic. It's an all-embracing term we've acquired to ourselves, but they really are the moral title deeds of this country. And when we depart from those ethics, we are departing from the moral foundation of Australia. I remember coming here not long after at the kind invitation of the rabbi and my dear friend David Dinty, and gave a little speech about what had happened on the 7th of October 2023. And one of my dear friends from university days was present there, and he had tears in his eyes. He said, "John, for the first time in 70 years, I feel a little insecure." And I thought, that's disgraceful. That is not the Australia. It oughtn't to be the Australia in which I grew up. But sadly, I understood that. Then I had my audiologist ring me, not with good or bad news about my hearing, which continues to deteriorate with age. She said, "Thank you very much." I said, "What for?" She said, "Oh, you spoke up against anti-Semitism." I said, "Well, why not?" She said, "Oh, well, my little girl goes to Rose Bay Public School, and we've had a few worries and we're very grateful." And I thought to myself, this is ridiculous. This is not the Australia that I had taken for granted, wrongly. The Australia that produced arguably the greatest field commander World War I saw in John Monash. And my own late dear father was one of the tens of thousands of Australians who enlisted in the 3rd Division of the 1st AIF and therefore, in a titular sense, served under Monash's command. It's not the Australia that has produced an extraordinary contribution to politics, business, the arts. Some people who've gifted their wonderful European background and their Jewish background to the development of business and many other things in Australia. I thought to myself, this is not something that can be allowed to just fester in the belief it will go away. And it was not something that could be dealt with by general denunciations of discrimination. The atrocity of the 7th of October 2023 saw the largest number of Jewish people slaughtered since the Holocaust. That's a fact.